lawyer is a licensed professional who advises and represents others in legal matters. But when you need a lawyer, how do you choose the right one? Fred Litwiniuk, CEO at Litco Law, is here to answer some common questions you might have when selecting the right one. Good morning, Fred.
Good morning, Kim.
So is there a right way to choose a lawyer?
I know there are a lot of wrong ways. Yeah, I think that, for most people, if you ask your friends and family, you can do some research. But ultimately, I think the best way to choose a lawyer is to see who is offering a free consultation. If you can get a free consultation with a lawyer, or ideally a number of different lawyers, then you have the opportunity to meet them for yourself, to ask the questions that you want to ask, and really comparison shop.
So what research should we do when choosing a lawyer?
Well, I definitely recommend, I think everybody these days starts online, right? And you can get a lot of information through online reviews. And like I said before, you can ask a friend or a family member, maybe even get a referral from a lawyer that you know. Ultimately, I do think that it is best, if you can, to get those free consultations, get in front of the lawyer, and really judge for yourself if it's going to be a good fit.
Now, do lawyers specialize in certain areas, and is that important?
There are no recognized specialties, so there's no certification or any sort of, specialty that's recognized by the Law Society of Alberta. We can't, as lawyers, call ourselves experts or specialists in anything. But there are lawyers that do focus on certain practice areas. In other words, they'll only practice one type of law, and that's actually very common in our province. So, you can ask a lawyer, hey, is this the kind of law that you do? Do you do a lot of this type of law? And that can really help you understand if they're the right lawyer for you. Okay,
so I'll give you a scenario. What if we meet with a lawyer and it's not the right fit?
It really should not be a high-pressure situation at all. And lawyers aren't really known for employing high-pressure sales tactics to get you to sign up. But if you feel that way, you always have the option to get up and leave. And, even if you've hired a lawyer and you feel like maybe you've made a mistake, you always have the option to leave that lawyer and go somewhere else. Of course, it might depend a little bit on the contract that you sign with the lawyer, but ultimately you have the freedom of movement, and you can go to a different lawyer if you're not happy with the one you have.
Excellent. Fred, thank you so much again for joining us in studio. Fantastic tips.
Always a pleasure.
It's important to remember these opinions are for informational purposes only. They do not constitute legal advice, and you should consult a lawyer for your individual situation.
Brought to you by Litco Law, lawyers you'll love.